Okay, in this lesson, I want to teach you a complex jump called ghost jump. With this game around the world, you can insert it from preset game and play it. Going to the start. As you can see, if we touch, it will be jump, and if we hit the enemy, will be die. Okay, I delete the enemies. First, I have to explain this game. How is it make? As you can see, this is a platform. It's not anything. This is our character. That here is in our character. This is a collision of the character. This is a default animation, and as you can see, we have a gameplay setting. We have two axes because this character is going in this direction. We have both movement speed in X and Y, so you have to set it. It's very important. And because we have a rotation mode, so we have a rotation, drag, and a rotation. And this is a ghost jump that I will be explaining it. And the most important thing here is advanced move. If you insert object here, if you activated link, as you can see, this is the center of that object. If you selected object, we have an angular velocity here. If you set the angular velocity, you can see this object is rotating by itself around its axis. So how you can change the axis of this object? If you go into the main object in default animation, as you can see, this is on the axis of the object. If you make the this object above this axis, as you can see, its axis will be changed. It's here. The axis of the game. The object is here, and as you can see, it's rotate around the axis. So we're changing the. You can turn it up. You can be changing the position of the object in this mode. In a default animation, set it as edit. You can change the axis of your object. Okay, so you can set it to 1 1. Okay, so as you can see, this is our character, and as you can see, the center of the character is exactly the center of this circle. So the character can rotate around its axis. But in a character setting, we don't have anything in a gameplay setting. We don't have anything angular velocity. For adding angular velocity to the object, to the character, that the character can rotate around its axis, you have to add the advanced move. You can call it rotate move. Oh, sorry for that. Rotate move. You don't need to add any custom animation here. You can add it if you want. But here is the most important thing. Angular velocity. Now you can add an angular velocity to your character. If you want your character move faster to the rotation, as you can see, it's move faster. So here you can specify your angular velocity that the character can rotate around its axis. Here a mathematical operation is replaced, and the event, it means on a start. If game starts, it automatically rotates. And as you can see, if I click the game, if I click on the screen, it will be jump, and I can eat my coin. If you go into the map, in a world we have nothing. Game direction is not important. But in the world UI, we have a simple button. We have a simple character button. This is on the score event observer. The simple character button that in the previous lesson you can set it to the jump. But here is a more complex. We assigned the operation of this touch button to the component action. It means, okay, the one of the advanced move, in this case ghost jump, can control the jump of the object. Why is that? Because if you see here we have a circle here, nice circle. The object is going, if we have a simple game, the object is going here, It's very simple, and the jump mode is here. Okay, but in this mode, the object going in this direction is rotational. We have X and Y axis now, so the software cannot calculate in which direction do you want to rotate. So we tell this button that you can control it by a ghost jump. If you go into the word and in a character, and as you can see, if we go into the character in a gameplay setting, as you can see, we have nothing to jump force because the software cannot explain if you click in which direction do you want to jump. So this gameplay setting cannot anything for us. So we have to add a ghost jump here. You can add a component and you can add any ghost jump anytime that you want. What is the benefit of the ghost jump? The first benefit of the ghost jump is here, and now here you can add a jump velocity in a y-axis. Why in a y-axis? For example, your character is here. Okay, the ghost jump is like a ghost in an object. You set it in a y-axis. Okay, you set in y-axis. In a real world, the y-axis is exactly in this because it's in a character. The y-axis in a ghost jump is exactly perpendicular to the object. And now the software can calculate, okay, if you jump, I will be jumping this direction. If I was here, I will jump this direction. So everything is correct for me now. So this is the one benefit of the first benefit of ghost jump here. Okay, this is velocity, how distance do you want to jump, and this is the jump gravity. If we jump down, if you want to reach the ground more faster, you can assign we can give the higher number to the gravity. This control the how gravity of the jump back to its ground. And you can control the jump speed, jump duration, time, and the jump time up is very important. Set the lower number here, it means the time after your touch. For example, the player its finger is on a screen, and this is the time out of that. If you set it a high number, if it's a finger is on a screen, it's always jump. So it's very important. Jump count, how many. This is a double jump, as you can see. If I click, I can double jump here. Okay, can double jump. You can set it and jump here. The continuous jump, it means is continuously jump and jump. Okay, it's like this. And active on release, if we click and release, you can set it as active on release. If I release our mouse or touch, okay. And as you can see, the event is a button. It means this button. Going to the UI, you can name it to the ghost to better understanding that. And if I go to the character, here you can assign it to rotate and ghost jump. Here you can assign it to the ghost, and then if you click on a touch, the ghost jump will be appear. And I will explain in the next example why the exclusion is here and the animation. And another benefit of the ghost jump is that you can assign a shadow. As you can see, as you can assign a shadow to your object. Here you can assign it. You can drag a shadow to your object. If I click that, as you can see, it's shadows exactly below that. So another benefit of the ghost jump is that you can assign a shadow. As you can see, our object is here. You can change the ghost jump shadow like this. Okay, but pay attention that you have to, for example, if in a ghost jump, we have an animation here, exactly as you can see, this is the character is in this position in a Y. If you insert the animation for the ghost jump, you have to set it exactly to that distance. Okay, it's very important. Exactly to that distance. Okay, and after that you can create a ground shadow for that. So another benefit. Here you can add a jump sound, double jump sound, and that's it. And you can do it. Go to another example for explaining to another settings of 2D settings, animation and the edit collision. Going to the ISO jump. Let's find it. Where is that? Okay, I explained before this game. It's very easy. As you can see, we can jump. And as you can see, this direction of the game is not regular. And we cannot use a regular jump action for that. Going to the setting, as you can see, we have no setting for regular jump, but we use the ghost jump as before, like this. And the jump button as set it to the component and then to the word before, like before. And here, like before, it has an animation, as you can see, because the pivot of the character is in its own pivot, it's in the center, so you can place the animation of the ghost here. As you can see, it's a very simple animation. It's a rotating. Okay, you can add this animation. If we rotate, if we jump, the rotate animation will be happen. What happened here? Look at this old image. Our object, our character is going in this direction, and the ghost jump is exactly perpendicular to the object in any direction. It does not important, because the direction of this character is different from the normal. The normal mode is in this direction. We can use the ghost jump because the object, the force movement is going in this direction because of the direction of the game. And our ghost jump is in this direction. The y-axis perpendicular to the objects is automatically jump in this direction. The result of this axis and axis is this axis. And you don't need to create animation like this. As you can see, this animation is going around in this place. It does not animation like this. Okay, just rotate it in its pivot. The software do other things for you. And this is then the bounding box of the character. And as you can see, this is then the collision of the object, the platform here. The collision is not something like this that caused object move in this platform, not above that. Okay. So then collision of that. Okay. What is the ghost jump? Ghost jump do another thing for us. As you can see, the first thing that the ghost jump do is this is our main object. If we jump, it delete the main character and replace its own graphic that is exactly the same character, the graphic of the same character. Okay, so because this is a ghost jump, this is not a real jump. Okay. The object, this is our enemy. The object is going its own way. When you press the jump, because of that component, the ghost jump will be happen. First, delete that object and delete the collision. The two thing is delete the collision of that object. So if we jump, we do not collide the enemy. And because we have another jump, so we have to define its own collision and bring the collision of the character above that. Why is that? Because of this. Above, this is an, for example, imagine this is our object and the collision is above that. So because of we have a ghost jump, this collision make it small, do not engage the enemy that we can pass it. Because of that, we bring the collision above that. Another thing the ghost jump is doing is add a rotation to its jump and animation. That's very simple. This is simple philosophy of the ghost jump. So if your character goes in a not exactly in a y and x axis, for example, as you can see in a previous lesson, you saw that it's go around, it's rotational. And in this word, as you can see, we have this direction for ghost jump. Okay. And for this situation, you have to use the ghost jump. It's very simple. Going to the word. So if you use the ghost jump, you can, in this situation that the character is going in this direction, you have to set the collision of the ghost jump above that. In a previous lesson, you don't need to do that because it's rotational. Oh yes, in the previous lesson we need, because we jump over the enemy, because because this is a ghost jump. And another important thing about this character is its advanced move. As I said before, you can, if you want to force the character to rotate, force the character to move, you have to give it the advanced move. And for example, if you want to rotate like previous lesson, you can add a angular velocity. In this situation, I want to force the object move along, for example, x-axis. Okay. If you want to force along this axis, it's going in this direction. It's very simple. If you want to force the object along the y-axis, you can set it here. But in this mode, as you can see, our character is going exactly to this direction. So we have to calculate x and y. It's a little mathematical that I can calculate. For example, if you want to your object, your character move slower, for example, I want to set it 10. You have to calculate the y-axis. And in a word, as you can see, our degree is 15. So you have to go to the character. That's my 10. Okay. So the x is 10. Sorry for that. And this is that angle. This is the direction of the game, theta. It is 15. Okay, sorry for that. Exactly like this. Okay, it's a 15. And this is in mathematical. The tangent of this theta is equal this angle equal y above x. So we have to calculate the tangent of 15. Bring the Windows calculator, set it to the scientific, and 15 tangent. This is this number. And for calculating the y, we have to multiply 10. And this number is of y-axis. If we set the y-axis to 2.6, the character goes exactly to this direction. So if you first change the x and then calculate y, 2.6. And now if you play, as you can see, our character is going the nice direction, but slower speed. Okay, you can go a simple mathematical operation here. Okay, that's it all about the ghost jump and its mathematical calculation behind it. Hello my friends, to continue these tutorials on YouTube, subscribe us, like us, and hit the bell icon. And now you will be alerted about all of the amazing videos that we release.